Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nerd Collision Live. I'm Eddie, that's Ray, that's Britt, and that's Brandon, and welcome to our live broadcast. Guys, how are you all doing?
Man, I'm tired.
Mostly
Shit.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you guys are located. Um, I'm just here because we need to talk about some of these hot topics that are going on today in all things nerdy news. But first, to our viewers, thank you guys so much for joining our live stream for today. If you have not already, give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. We're just slowly building up this channel, so we'd love to have you join us over there. And also, if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just recently, we completed our Peacemaker review, our Boba Fett review, and our MCU tier list ranking. So, we'd love for you guys to give that a view and comment and see what you guys agree with, what you guys don't agree with, and what you guys
Part
maybe.
3 is today. Yay.
Oh, yeah, part 3. And then also upcoming on our channel, we're going to have our Batman spoiler review coming very, very soon. Some of us have gotten to watch it. Ray has not gotten to watch it. He's going to be watching it later on today. So we're excited to talk about that as well. So, guys, I think the first topic on the list that we have is Jonathan Cho discussing Netflix cancellation of Cowboy Bebop. Now, this story comes to us from The Hollywood Reporter. Basically, he was promoting his new audiobook, which is going to be coming out this year, called Troublemaker. And when he was asked about the online support for Cowboy Bebop and himself when the show was canceled, this was his direct quote. I put a lot of life into it. I got injured shooting that show, and so I took a year off because of the surgery and devoted myself to rehab, came back and finished the show. It was this huge mountain for me to climb, healing from that injury. I felt good about myself as a result. We also shot the show in New Zealand, so my family moved there. It was just a huge event in my life, and it was suddenly over. It was very shocking, and I was bummed. You can't do that now, but I know what that is. I mystified myself a little bit how you can connect with people that you don't know doing your work, but I won't question it. I will value and treasure it. I'm just really deeply appreciative that anyone would care. It's stunning to me. So, having read this article and hearing this quote from Jonathan Cho, and after us watching Cowboy Bebop and enjoying it, do you guys think that Netflix was right to cancel this show after the first season?
No.
I would have
Okay.
liked to get another season. I think people were extremely harsh on it for nostalgia. Like I said, they did take some liberties with the live adaptation, but I still think it was. I still liked it. I would like to at least see them get a second season and see where they went with it.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well. It was just, I don't know. Like, I don't get this whole thing with Netflix, like, suddenly canceling these shows, like, right off the top, if they don't get the numbers, that's all money to it. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Take a look here. Britt, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I'm just going to say it didn't need to be canceled. Jupiter's Legacy didn't need to be canceled either. But Netflix is like, oh, if the audience hates it, we cancel it. Damn, you can't wait for season 2 to see if it gets better.
Well,
That's
let's see
Right.
the whole majority don't like it, but like I said, for every because the responses were more so. I mean, I did see some positive comments for Cowboy Bebop, but majority did kind of like overwhelm the other. Like Duke's Lexi though, I know it's like off topic, but that was from what I saw was people really into it, and for them to cancel it, just out of nowhere. It really did shock a lot of people. So I don't know, like, if the reasoning is the same. I don't know if the numbers were not what they wanted them to be, or there's some other underlying reason.
Hmm.
But yeah, it just seems like y'all have good shows, so why not see them through?
Exactly.
1 second.
Exactly. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really surprising to me. I mean, I do love the fact that he got all the messages from the fans, and he really appreciates it. It's really stunning to me because I thought that season 2 was going to be like really huge, and I know that they had a lot of big plans for it. But yeah, it's just something that I want to discuss briefly. Unfortunately, it is canceled. You never know. We may get enough fans to rally behind it and get a season 2. So, with
Definitely a
that
possibility.
story out of the way, let's go ahead and move on. Yep. Let's go ahead and move on to topic number 2. And that one is Netflix Marvel shows to be added to Disney Plus by March 16th. Now, this is coming to us from superherohype.com. Oh. Was that an excited scream?
I'm surprised. I'm just surprised just because that the rated R stuff, like when they put these shows on there, are they gonna take the rated R out of it?
They're adding parental controls.
And just say beep, 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 beep. Is that what's gonna happen? Or are they gonna leave it in and have their own kind of like rated R section? I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't want them to change it because, like, with Moon Knight coming out in end of the month, we're getting it's rated TV 14, and we've gotten quotes from Kevin saying that they're not gonna hold back the brutality. Like, we're getting, we're not getting the full Moon Knight from the comics. Let me tell you that, but we're getting something as close as possible to it. And I know Disney is no family oriented, but not everything is for children. I know Britt has said before maybe they should put it on the Hulu part of it, which does make sense too. But like, I don't want them to censor it, because like they knew what they were getting when they took the shows from Netflix to put them on Disney Plus. We saw how brutal Daredevil was. We saw how out of all of them, Punisher and Daredevil were probably the most brutal out of all the shows that were originally on Netflix. Now, I cannot see them censoring
Right.
Punisher and Daredevil and that being successful. So, I mean, maybe they're only going to. I think they're going to try to keep as much of the brutality as they can, without, because like I can't also see Disney going to that extreme that Netflix did. Netflix, they have free reign. Disney, it is different, but I think they're going to try to like meet somewhere in the middle as far as like what to show, what not to show. When I think of the Punisher, when he made his appearance in season 2 of Daredevil, that prison fight scene, I mean, that's one of my favorite scenes ever. But I can't see them continuing to go that extreme on Disney Plus. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, like I said, if Kevin said Moon Knight is going to be brutal, because like when I think about it, what I think they're going to do is like use Moon Knight as like a test subject, as far as like seeing how how far they can go, and what the audience would would allow. But I think for Moon Knight, because he is like a fan favorite, he's been. I mean, people have wanted him to be on the live adaptation for so long. So I think they're always going to push the limits, but like I said, I think they're going to use that as a testing to see how people react. Like I said, if kids watch it, I mean, like parents, and that goes to another thing I want to talk about, but I'll let someone else say their piece first.
So anyway,
Absolutely.
before Eddie
Britta,
continues, like
Brandon?
I said,
Yeah.
they are adding the same day parental controls. So all of you who are worried about Billy and Tommy, no need to worry or fret. Okay? Everything will be fine. So if you don't want to see someone get shotgun to the face, or bada binged or boomed, or Rosario Dawson getting plowed by Luke Cage for the 18,000th time, fear not. It will be fine. You can set up your passcode to Oscar Proud 224. It's gonna be fine. So no need to worry. Everything will be fine come March 16th. You don't have to worry about no bloods or guts. All right? All right.
Not Billy and Tommy.
But even with that though, and I completely agree, Brandon. But even with that, you know how people are. Oh, this, the people are going to complain regardless. But
And they still gonna pay for it.
I mean,
kids are still gonna access it.
I get a disagreement from me over here. So yeah,
Exactly.
I think
Y'all,
we have the family friendly side, and I also think, like, again, Disney knew what the shows were. Like, we saw what Netflix did with them, and I want that. I would love for that to continue.
okay.
Yeah, if they're gonna use Moon Knight as like a jumping off point, I guess kind of like how I see it, it's like to brace people. But yeah, there shouldn't be no changes to what we already got. So if they're gonna bring them on and continue the shows, like get new seasons, then I want to see the same thing that we already got with no issue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just expect, I'm keeping my expectations low. Just don't be surprised if they kind of redone some stuff over it. I'm gonna be like,
Like what?
Maybe a show. I see what Britta's saying, because like when you look back at what they did with Falcon and Winter Soldier, I mean, we got the blood, but they actually show, that's the difference with Falcon and Winter Soldier. We got the blood, but they didn't show the man being beheaded or whatever what happened with the shield. With Daredevil and Punisher, we saw Punisher sticking someone in the, like I said, the prison fight scene, him sticking someone and neck snapping, blood covered in blood. So that's what I'm saying. I know people, even if they have the parental controls, I mean, people are still going to find a reason to complain. Like I said, I don't want anything to change, but I wouldn't be surprised though when people launch an argument. Oh, this shouldn't be on here. This is too violent. And that's what I'm going to say before about people being in charge of their own children, being actually being parents. I mean, if they set up, let's talk about it. If they set up these guidelines to keep your children from seeing this, and you neglect that, then who's really being responsible?
Agreed.
You better say it out loud.
Agreed.
They can't hear you, Ray. Speak up.
I mean, ain't no parent really gonna care. Let's be honest. They're gonna outrage anyway.
I pay $6.99 a month to have Disney raise my children for me because I'm a lazy bitch.
Oh, you already know. Million Moms are already, getting out the big font and with typing away, oh, to whom it may concern. Well, good luck with that. Good luck.
Wait a minute, Ray. How do they type? Can you show that typing one more time?
To whom it may. I got to go. To whom per my last.
Per my last email.
Girl.
Read them. Ooh, cat abuse. Humane Society.
Not
Ain't no
cat
cat
abuse.
abuse. Cat keeps like trying to get up here and snuggle and stuff. Not right now. All that later.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. So with that being said, could we also expect something like a Deadpool or maybe
Yes.
the older Marvel movies like Blade or The Punisher on Disney
Ooh,
Plus soon?
Hopefully.
ooh, Blade. Oh, the girls are gonna snap if Blade is on there. They're gonna snap like Thanos. They're gonna oh my goodness. I can't wait.
I'm
I'm gonna be like
forward to it.
Angelina Jolie. I'm gonna say, well, what do we have?
Now to get Blade, who was Blade made by? Because it was under Marvel, but it wasn't at that
Was it?
time. I thought it was WB.
I thought it was New Line.
Blue Line? It might have been.
I'm
Let me
trying
take
to
a
like
look
realize
here.
opening. Everybody has the opening.
Who cares? They don't own him. So anyway, Blade is gonna be on Disney Plus. I'm sure before his theatrical release. Come the reboot with our lovely Mahershala Ali, our king. So
Now,
looking forward to that. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I know it was New Line, but who was New Line under at that time, though? Because I thought it was under Warner Brothers, and that for them to even get Wesley Snipes' Blade, they're going to have to pay Warner Brothers to get it.
Yeah, they were a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Picture Group.
They're going to have to pay them to get Blade on there. I don't know how much. At this point, WB needs all the money that they can get, but that's just me. So,
I mean, they're struggling to keep the
Brandon.
lights on, but you know. Oh, did I say that loud? Delete that.
It don't. The effects over there won't be there in a couple months anyway, so we good. Hi, Discovery.
Oh.
So we ain't getting passes for Batman 2. Okay.
Girl, they don't even have boxes.
This is why I think someone is aspiring. Like I said, I think they're actually higher, but no, take people off because they keep messing up.
See, so
let's talk more about that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I am looking forward to all the R-rated content coming to Disney Plus. I was kind of expecting this to happen because I do feel like Marvel is moving into a different direction and more like darker adult direction. So
I was expecting Hulu, but I was surprised. But I'm like, okay.
I was a little bit too, but I was like, well, you know, if they're
Well,
trying to
say Hulu to Disney Plus, honey, because we ain't going nowhere else. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, so I think that wraps up that topic right there. So we can leave it there, and then we can move on to our very last topic for today. Patrick Stewart confirms that it is him in the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness trailer that we got to see in the Super Bowl.
Thank you, Patrick Stewart, for
that things we know.
Something we already know.
Right. That's like Patrick telling me the sky is blue. Thank you, Patrick. You know, I'm not gonna read him too much because, right. I'm never gonna read him because he's an icon, he's a legend, and you know what? He's at that age, so you know I'm not even gonna read him too much. Right. No disrespect to you, sir. You probably asked Kevin if you could talk about it.
Who would speculate whether or not it was him or not?
Yeah, but did he really need to ask Kevin? Because we all know his voice. Like you can't mistake that voice. Like,
right?
What was it supposed to be like? oh, it's a modulator, but it's still your voice. So,
Like, the
I
way
mean,
I felt
thank you,
about it
IGN,
was,
for confirming something that was confirmed in the trailer. But
the way
yeah,
I felt about it was because
Nettie goes, I didn't sign a contract.
these are tight-lipped about things with Marvel, trailers, everything. But the difference is, it's a difference between like Spider-Man: No Way Home, where the trailers don't show Andrew and Toby. You just go on speculation. I mean, not seeing them in the trailer is different than actually seeing the trailer and hearing a very distinct voice. But I can understand whether or not, because like with him confronted, that's not the issue. But I think from that, people then want to know more about his role in the movie. What can he like now for that he can't say anything. We can't he can't say anything about whether or not he's the Illuminati, whether or not even if he's X-Men are going to be making appearances as well. Like for that he can't say anything. So I understand that completely because with Mark and Tom, things are slipped out. let's just be honest about it. But like as far as him confirming the voice or not, I felt that was redundant because he has a very distinct voice. Brand said he is an icon. He has been
A soothing
a
voice.
staple for geeks for decades. Like there's no mistaking that. But I can't understand.
Kirk who? That's my Picard, okay? Hi.
But now that he has confirmed it, now people begin to speculate. How much is he involved with the movie? What's going to happen going forward? Is he going to reprise in multiple pictures? Is he passing the torch to someone else? Like I can understand those questions emerging after the confirmation, but as far as the confirmation itself, like I said, I understand. They are very tight-lipped at Marvel. Other CEOs think that, so I can understand. I guess getting permission to confirm it, but like
I don't feel like he asked nobody. I feel like he went right through them. He probably got a call right after the quote came out on the internet, and they were like, "Oh, guys, someone from Disney," and then he said, "Just send it to voicemail." What they gonna do to me? What they gonna do? Shoot me? What they gonna do? Kill me?
They can't take him
I'm
out.
with what? He said I'm already knocking on the door. What they gonna do?
He already got the check.
right.
I already got the check. It cleared. It's in my bank account already.
Cashed it right.
So, as I said again, thank you, IGN, for the article, but why confirm something we already knew? And if people...
He said, America loves me.
People are just... I don't want to say stupid, because that's not the right word I want to say.
And if you mess with Patrick Stewart, America's coming for you. Because everyone loves him. So if you mess with his money, guess what we're going to do? We're coming for your checks. Okay?
I want to come for y'all checks right now. But, I'm just saying.
You mean the current people at WB. Anyway, so, next.
So, but I'm glad he confirmed it. Even though we already knew it was his voice, and if people didn't know, then, as I said, I don't want to say stupid, because that's a hurtful word. I'm gonna say
I will suggest remedial school.
Oh man. Coming in hot.
I didn't say. Now hold on. I didn't use anything disrespectful. I just said remedial school.
Yes.
And you can make friends there. You can have lunch. You can. There's extra curricular activities there. You can do a lot of things with that. Dodgeball. That's right. Yeah, you can paper planes. You can learn how to make origami. Something fun. But at the end of the day, that's an iconic voice. You just, like I said, like the sky is blue. We knew it was you, girl. But it's really conflicting because I originally heard that it was going to be James McAvoy's Professor Xavier appearing in Multiverse of Madness. So maybe he's still in the cards for future adaptations of Mutants, even though I hate that title for an X-Men movie. That's fine. But you know, who knows? Honestly, I feel like it's not to keep him. I mean, if they keep him around for future movies or bring him back for more future movies and just bring like more alternate versions of him for whatever movies or productions, I'll be really shook. I feel like they're just gonna one and done him because he's so old, and they're probably just gonna have Wanda kill him. That's just my theory.
I think so too. I think they're gonna have Wanda kill him,
They're gonna say,
and I think they're gonna bring in McAvoy
Yeah.
for that
Mhm.
boy.
they're gonna say, millennials, remember this? We're crushing it in front of you. We're crushing it in front of you. The
With a
disrespect.
smile.
And Kevin Feige, when you do that on screen and I witness it, I'm not gonna forgive you for that for a couple years. Maybe 10 years. Because I didn't forgive you for 15 years after The Last Stand. I didn't.
Ugh.
I didn't.
Let's not talk about. Let's not talk about.
Mm.
Feige,
No, he needs to be reminded.
I can't truly forgive you after that Dark Phoenix mess either, because you were executive producer.
He did.
Even though I knew you wanted to crash.
You said go ahead. You said you're holding up traffic. Green means go. The nerve of you.
Compared to everybody else on the panel, like I said, I'm excited to see Multiverse of Madness, but I am also ready for a new, just restart this stuff from scratch. I think the people they bring in going forward for the X-Men need to be new. I mean,
he did.
Now it's a shame because I do feel that the actors involved with the X-Men franchises were done dirty. I do feel that. Now, if we have a couple of cameos in here, that's fine. But the way I feel about it, I feel that we should get new actors, new faces to carry the X-Men torches. And again,
I need to see Hugh Jackman.
I would love a Hugh Jackman cameo, but again, I think we also, like I said, a whole new slew. Once the X-Men are established in the MCU, going forward, wherever they may be, I want them to be new faces.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh no, because why hire new people where you can hire some old faces? No, don't hire Storm back. But you know.
No, wait a minute.
You don't want to see Alexandra Shipp twirling around?
No.
Not twirling.
The way I feel about it is because they were dark. The timeline. I don't even know where to begin with that. Like it's
a mess. Just say it's a mess.
Keep Evan Peters as Quicksilver. Bring him in. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And bring
Ralph Boner.
And what's
but
his name?
They already did the joke though on WandaVision, so I don't.
What's his name?
Boner.
Ralph Boner.
No, not Fassbender.
That's your Quicksilver, honey. Get into it.
Wait, who you
but now there's a theory going around saying that maybe Ralph Boner didn't exist. Maybe that Wanda did actually pull that Quicksilver in. It's just that he lost memory of who he was. Like I'm saying, that's now the new theory that's going around. So I don't know. Shit. It's
that's for now. That's my opinion that they do everyone for the whole cast. But we'll see if it changes after seeing Multiverse of Madness and what they do in the movie. As I still feel we need some new faces, but like I said, I'll reserve my right to change my opinion or say I'm wrong after we see Multiverse, see what they do with the mutants or how they do them or how they do them in the movie. So yeah.
And they can do new faces, Just, I would say, if they wanted to, just Fassbender, McAvoy, Peters. That's it. Like, that's all who needs to come back.
But
Don't
not
care about
Alexandra Ship, though. Not Alexandra Ship. You don't want to see her twirl.
You gonna keep
I'm really
asking
surprised
me
by
about
that,
her.
Britt.
No,
I don't know. I think we should bring back Hallie so she could. I want to see Aurora find her children. You know, Hallie is known for that. She always gets her kids back at the end of the day. And, you know, the internet likes to make fun of her for it. But at the end of the day, when you really think about it, she does her job. So,
If anyone watching, is there any question you can take or something?
Marvel presents Losing Isaiah Part 2.
Oh, no.
shit.
I am home. I'm about to leave.
Is it gonna feature Hugh Jackman as Wolverine?
Oh, shit. I wish they would.
Logan, I gotta find these kids. Gotta find them.
Oh, my God.
Are they gonna be Logan's kids or T'Challa's kids? I'm just asking a question.
It depends on what timeline we jump into. You never know.
Hell,
Well,
this MCU for
well-
13 years may not even be the main timeline anyway. So,
According to the
that.
Boo 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 fans, we can't have no T'Challa Storm. So, we're not gonna get into that though.
Say.
Are we good on the stream? It looks like it's lagging for me. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
it's lagging
Like
a little
on
bit for me
Facebook?
too.
On Facebook,
And I can
or
barely hear Ray at all.
I can hear you guys. Okay, you guys look good to me.
Okay.
Can you guys see me? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I seeing? You can see me. Okay.
Yeah, Eddie.
I can hear you.
Get it. Yeah. TikTok.
Okay, now I can.
For all
Now
you
everything looks
Gen
fine.
Z A kids out there.
How do you know Alexandra Ship's going to be storming the MCU? Kevin Feige gave her a hat. Halle
Oh my
Berry
God.
high-fived her.
High fived her. Was that all she gave her? Not even a letter.
That's all she had
Not
time
even
to
some
do for her.
roses.
Hallie should have just ignored all of it.
Not do well with this role. I wish you the best. Nothing like that. Just a high five. Damn. The bar really was low.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Hallie was right because we saw it. She saw it. She saw it. She saw it before we did. I'm never gonna doubt you again, Hallie.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that wraps up that topic, so we can leave it right there. So now we'll sit here and go through some of the comments that we got in our live chat for today. Let me take a look here. Oh, Ray, looks like you got a shout out.
I was trying to check. Hey, I think Fred Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't see
Oh.
the chat.
Ooh, your man.
How hi people that
Oh my gosh.
hi people that are listening and watching. Yay!
For those who don't know, Britt is actually in a relationship with Tom Hardy. She's been trying to keep it a secret for the last couple of weeks now, but they are official. And she did not tell Eddie. Eddie, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. She
I'm
told
hurt.
me like 5 minutes before the stream. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
an announcement.
Streamers do
let
not
y'all
listen
know.
to that shit.
Yeah. I'm really feeling type of ways about that. I mean, Britt,
Sorry, Eddie. I
how could
apologize.
you? All
From
this
the
time.
bottom of my soul.
The whole time, Britt. The whole time. No, I'm joking.
Lobby SC today.
Oh my gosh.
How many people are watching this? Like 4? It is early.
It is early, yes. I'm seeing one on the counter, and we did get one heart emoji. So
Oh.
there's that.
progress.
And we got a whole concert here. Okay.
Yes, one is better than none.
That's right. Alrighty, let me take a look here. It looks like we did get a
And make sure you
comment.
share with your friends.
Yes, please. One was comment showing that they were surprised that there's a new Blade movie, so people don't know that there's another Blade movie coming out.
What?
So that's yeah. So
Oh yes. Well, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, Marvel might want to like start gearing people up. They should have just showed. I don't know why they didn't. They should have just showed him at that end credit scene of Eternals instead of just doing the voice.
Maybe
that's all they could afford.
Maybe they won't keep it.
Oh snap!
Nah, I can't wait to see how they're going to his look, how he's going to look. You know, because I mean, with Blade, it's really not overly complicated. You know, all black glasses. Whether he's going to have like the hair Wesley had. It's not overly complicated look. So I mean, they could have
right.
got that really quick to slip on.
Maybe he was busy. Remember,
they said fly you out. They said just pull out your iPhone and say these lines, okay?
Could you imagine?
We'll cash app you your fee.
His day rate.
Right.
Damn,
his day rate.
And the union check as well.
Probably
Buena Vista
$10,000 a word.
sent you 2,500.
It's probably like
Thank you for your
$10,000
cash
a
app.
word.
Oh gosh. All right. Next question we have here. Let's see. Compared to Spider-Man and Avengers, don't y'all think X-Men has had the weakest showing of all the Marvel franchises?
I would say weak, and I would say unsteady. It's been like a little like roller coaster with the X-Men franchise. Like I said, this is like before MCU, obviously, but like with their movies, it's just been up and down. Like the first two, in my opinion, were the best.
Mm-hmm.
But once the last thing came around, it just went off the rails, and then from then on, it's just like you can like nitpick. It's like. Okay, it was X-Men Last Stand. What's after Last Stand? Was it First Class?
Do we count the Wolverine Origins movie in the X-Men?
Do we have to?
We don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to. I'm perfectly fine with moving that right off the board.
I mean, now universally, now the first Wolverine with Deadpool and all of them, that was a choice. That was something. Now with Wolverine Origins,
Whoever did the CGI for that movie did not care. They didn't show up. In fact, I feel like they showed up very late. They probably showed up like the last 10 minutes of production, and they were just like, quick. Oh shit! Like they probably like came in like how you come into class late sometimes, and you're like, oh crap, all these books and stuff, and you just fall over. And they probably got like coffee all over the mixers and stuff like that. And they had these random people, and they were like, quick, get the janitor in here. He can do like the sound mixing and the editing. And then they were like trying to like scramble to find some help. And then they asked like, the guy's daughter who's like 7 to like say, all right, now press this button. And then they were like, oh shit, what are we going to do? Like, it was just a mess, a hot mess. I saw a bootleg version of that movie back in the day.
Plus bag of chips. Now with
Girl.
the Origins one, I can tolerate that one a little bit more than the first one. That's a little more tolerable, but man, that's where the questions start, because then in the post-credit scene, that's where we got Professor X alive and in his body. How was he in his body? His body was obliterated. They never explained that shit. It's not a big. Well, it is a big thing. They never explained that. They never circled around to that. Then we got Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past was because that actually led into Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay, but again, the whole thing with the timeline.
No, Origins was not okay. It wasn't okay to me.
I didn't say
Like,
it was-
how did
I
you
said
mess
it's
up
tolerable.
Deadpool like
I said it's-
that?
No, Origin. That's when he was like, Japan and everything. That's a little more tolerable than the first one. I can tolerate
The Wolverine movie, yeah.
Wolverine. Wolverine movie. I can tolerate that because that led into Days of Future Past. That's
Mhm.
again not perfect either, but definitely more tolerable than that other mess.
Yeah.
But
I would say the franchise is misguided. Misguided, because X-Men 1 and 2 were great, and that was strong. Before that, Blade was holding up all of Marvel. And then now you had the X-Men, then you had Spider-Man. But I don't understand. And I want to kind of direct this towards Kevin Feige as well. How you gonna let him mess up two Dark Phoenix stories? How? How you gonna let that happen?
You know exactly why.
Two of them.
You said it yourself. You know exactly why he let that happen. You know.
Oh my God, X-Men Last Stand. I was like, what is this? This is not how Dark Phoenix goes. And then you know what? I had hope. I had hope for the newer Dark Phoenix saying maybe they're going to follow the storyline. Maybe everything is going to go well. Again, I was disappointed it failed. I don't get how two of those happened.
Kelsey
And
Grammer
you know
speaks.
what? First Class was
I
great.
was mad at that. That's probably the only good thing about that movie was Kelsey Grammer's Beast. I liked him as
My girlfriend.
First Class was great. I tolerated Apocalypse. I was like,
okay.
okay.
I hate that they changed up the lineup for the original. For those who are watching who don't know, in the comics, the original First Class was Cyclops, Jean, Iceman, Angel, and Beast. Those were the original first X-Men. They changed up timeline. They made Scott's younger brother the older brother, which I don't understand why. And they had other characters. Like I said, First Class is okay. Apocalypse, it's a conversation. Like there are certain things I liked about those movies, but certain things I didn't like, and that's what happened. Like from like Last Stand on, it's like you had to like pick and choose what parts you liked and what parts you could, do. That's it. The franchise for me is like a literal roller coaster.
Now, Days of Future's Past wasn't bad. I actually liked that, but
It wasn't
then
bad.
they still didn't explain. So in Apocalypse, Jean was already Phoenix, but in Dark Phoenix, she became the Phoenix. I'm like, how did that make sense? I was like, wasn't she already Phoenix in Apocalypse though? She showed her powers, but then she gets the powers in Dark Phoenix. See, they done fucked up. So it wasn't that X-Men wasn't weaker. It was misguided after X-Men 2.
Yeah.
And Kevin watched all the
like
failures, and he was like, you know what? I am not going to fail. And he has not.
And I also didn't like what they did with the Sentinels either. Like when they finally said we'll get to that, I was like so excited. I said, okay, good. Maybe this is gonna be the turning point. We getting the Sentinels back. We never had them. Like, what was that? Was it Last Stand where they doing the train simulation? I said, oh, I thought at the beginning of the movie. I said, oh, the Sentinels. It's train simulation. I said, oh. But what they did with them in Future Past with them was like shape shifting because they got Mystique's DNA, her being the X-Man. Like that's where they just went too crazy with themselves. It's like little things. Like I can go through each movie like little things that just like really like this kind of like as a fan, in the fact what had to come out, that's just like annoyed me. The fact that you had Nightcrawler and Mystique on the same, literally only in one scene together. And now that that's his mother. That's his mother. He's blue with yellow eyes. What's happening here, people? Little stuff like that. The way they treat
Ray is hurt
in the franchise.
This is real hurt. Shit, I feel it.
And rightfully so. Yeah.
I feel it. Because like Dark Phoenix, they could have been like, this will be our big money maker. We're gonna get the story right, and maybe we'll do a few more. Maybe Disney won't have to buy us. Well, sure enough, you just fucked up. I'm like, oh my God, what did y'all do to this movie? Like, did y'all want to fail? Did you want to fail? Was it the
They had one
goal
more in their
to,
contract.
you know what? Let's just fail and have Disney reboot us, and maybe
Yeah.
Disney can bring some actors back. So I don't
That's exactly what they
understand.
did.
I mean,
They just wanted to give Simon Kinberg his moment in the directing chair.
Okay.
After that's all. That's
and
all.
he
It was
failed.
like,
So
well,
He said it's my time to ruin the X-Men franchise.
now Kevin has it back, and he's gonna be like, you know what? We're finally gonna make it.
Oh,
right
he's
for
got a lot of
everybody."
pressure on him. That's why he's pushing it back. Like it's, you know what, I'm not even gonna
Because
say
he allowed
it. He's pushing it.
to flourish. He allowed it to flourish. And so
Yeah.
now it's going to be, I agree. It's going to be more pressure on him now.
Well, he has to do Fantastic Four first. He wants to get that.
You got to get it right, Kevin. Because if you don't get it right and you get it wrong again, the girls are gonna read you
We did
so
not want-
much.
No, we haven't even got to that. That's a whole nother topic, Fantastic Four. Because I actually liked the first two. Only thing I did not like between the original two was, Chris Evans, Jessica Alba, all of them, was how they did Galactus in the second one. If they had got Galactus right, ABS was fine. But that's where it fell apart for me. So,
You mean the fact that he was a cumulus cloud?
yes,
oh boy.
Nimbus Cloud, Nimbus 2000 Cloud.
I don't understand who approved that. I'm like, why is Galactus
Kevin
a
Feige
fog?
did.
Who did this?
Because he knew.
Kevin.
So, yeah.
Your world is coming to an end.
I bet you Kevin was watching all this like, I'm gonna do it better.
I will
than
no
all
longer
these
serve.
That's a whole nother thing as far as
Excuse you?
pre-MCU universe. Like I said, so tying that back in with Multiverse of Madness, I said I don't know what we're going to get, but I think definitely what Fantastic Four also should be like also a new slate. That's it. As far the original, I still haven't seen the third one they did like all the way. I've seen like bits and pieces of it, but I never watched it like from beginning to end. I probably never will. The first two were like that, especially the first one. It was fine, but when they brought in this big, rain cloud, I'm sitting here like, who's this supposed to be? I have questions.
Rain cloud.
I was like, Galactus gonna rain on these hoes.
Now they brought back the actor who played Doom for the cameo in multiple. I would love that because I liked him as Doom very much. So if he came for a cameo appearance, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
can't wait for the cloud in John Watts' production. It's gonna be amazing.
Madness.
Oh,
I just
God.
want to know who are we going to? Who are we going to get? Who is going to be Mr. Fantastic? Are
Peter.
we getting Ian or are we getting the other one? Now, look,
Peter.
I know y'all hate 2015 Fantastic Four. I was actually
I sure do.
okay with it. Everything was
I'm
just
sorry to hear
executed
that.
wrong.
Well, I've never seen it completely, so maybe one day I'll try.
It's on Disney Plus.
That it is.
Bodied by Doug Jones, voiced by Lawrence Fishburne. Just so you guys know. It's true. He lip synced because he was ready.
He was ready. That he was.
He lip
That he
synced.
was. Yeah.
Even though he could have done the voice himself because he does have a voice. It's just
Yeah.
so weird.
Any other questions?
All right, let me take a look here in the comments. Alrighty, just to clear up, Unbreakable, Shatter, and Glass were not Marvel movies. Looks like someone thought that they were Marvel movies, but they were
Absolutely
not Marvel. No, those
Yeah.
were, I believe, originals by M. Night Shyamalan, correct?
Yes. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
As if they as if they could ever have a place, a seat, a stool at the table that is the MCU, or even the DC soon to be evacuated verse. Are you kidding me? Girl, and then he ended that saga so poorly.
How it ended was, I was not happy with how it ended.
I wasn't
And I'm gonna
happy
disrespect
with the
him.
end result.
M. Night Shakamaka, let me tell you something. You tried it. You tried it with your adaptation of The Last Airbender, and I'm going to read you again before you continue, Ray. I'm sorry, I have to do this. Because I will never let you sit and sleep without knowing that you butchered an amazing franchise by renaming and redoing characters in your own image because you just felt like it. Not because it was true to Asian culture.
It's not Aang, it's Ong. Who the fuck told you?
Now, I understood why he couldn't use Avatar. It is because
Girl,
I
no.
believe James Cameron blocked that shit. Like,
It don't matter. It don't matter. He could have still used The Last Airbender, but the movie was still bad.
I was like,
Everything
this is
from the
just as
tattoo
bad as- what was it? The Dragon Ball Z movie?
to the white people playing brown people to the white child playing quote unquote Ong.
Do a video doing comparisons, cartoons and live adaptations. I think we should do that for a video.
I'd love to do that. Yeah.
Hell,
Eureka's
back
coming.
today, shit, cause
M. Night
I'm really
Shyamalan.
gonna rag on Dragon Ball Z. What was that? Somebody tell me.
Oh, girl, you're gonna get red. You are going to get red. I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke.
That
It
Dragon
wasn't
Ball
gonna come
Z
for you,
movie,
honey. That was her who said that.
the live action one. Like, what was that?
Oh, that.
The live
that.
action, not the cartoon. The action.
I was about to say.
that they tried.
I'm about to be in your DMs like.
I was gonna say you better leave those Toonami queens alone.
You don't have to about the Freezer Saga, huh?
Dragon Ball Z all the time. I'm talking about when they did that live action. I'm like, what am I looking at?
With Justin Long, I believe his name is. Is that his
I
name?
believe so.
I thought it was Street Fighter. I was wrong.
He had a bouffant,
He did have a bouffant, and he wore it proudly. Yes, he did.
and he looked a mess, a hot mess, and Piccolo looked disgusting. He looked like a Buffy character. But
Piccolo was actually playing Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
oh well, there you go.
There you go.
Eddie, let's do that today. Because number one, Tekken, which I love over Street Fighter.
Was there a live action of that too?
Live, yeah, they did a
Yeah,
live
there
action.
was.
You know what? I'm gonna
Horrible.
let that sleeping dog lie.
Yeah.
Tekken, they did. It's another Dead or Alive. They did a live adaptation of
Mhm.
that. Street Fighter. I wasn't.
Now, which one? Are we talking about the 80s one? Or 92?
Yes.
Or are we talking about Kristen Cruick?
Well, there's more. Wait. Only two I know about is the original one in the 80s.
Are these people from soap operas?
The Legend of Chun Li. Like I've seen those two. There's a third one.
The bad guy Chun Li?
The bad guy Chun Li.
The girl who played Lana in the Smallville show, she played Chun Li in it's like her own little they had her in there.
Mhm.
Hey,
And what are they doing now?
damn it.
Shit. I've watched the original.
It was just
I
a,
would be
no, it was
honest with
just a
you,
real
it's
question. That was
corny,
it.
but I love it.
I wanted to know.
Like the 80s, or it was 91 or something like that. They had it right. Like Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile, that was good casting. Raul
What?
Julia, he was
But that's what
alive.
about the one with
That
John
was good
Van-
casting.
That age on
You're telling me they gave Jean-Claude Van Damme that ridiculous ass haircut
They did.
as Guile? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. You're
They
lying.
did their best too. They did their
Brandon,
I'm gonna look it up.
I'll try to find the
I'm gonna
movie
Google
for
it
you,
right
Brandon.
now.
Yes, they did.
Everyone,
Mind you, he
He's
speaks in his
big for their
Jean-Claude
ranch.
Van Damme accent, not an American accent.
Right.
But I think
Oh,
everybody was willing
no.
to give it.
But he's
in
from
the,
America.
90s.
Okay.
But Raul Julia, who was the Addams family, who was Gomez, he was great as Bison, though.
yes,
Oh, he was a good
Yeah.
Bison, yeah.
Yeah.
Good Bison.
Like he fit it, yeah.
yeah,
Fit
I
it to a T.
with that. That's it. I don't think
You
would
just
love
gotta
them to
watch
do-
it, Brandon.
I would love for them to get
This isn't Guile.
for combat, to bring it back, and for like this, generation. I would like that, and we should talk about Mortal Kombat then. The first Mortal Kombat, I love that movie to this day. I still watch that, no problem.
Hmm.
I know how Britt feels about Annihilation.
Oh boy.
Wait, what did you say? I could barely hear you. What did you say?
I know how you feel about Annihilation, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
See.
I can tolerate it, unless it's not as good as, nowhere near as good as the first one.
I don't mind it. I don't, because I do watch it. I was just mad that they killed Johnny Cash in like the first 2 minutes of the movie. I'm like, fuck y'all. Why would you do that?
And everybody was recasted except for Louis Katana. Like, what happened between the first one and the second one?
I guess they weren't available. like,
Budgetary concerns.
and
The checks
I
were
loved
bouncing.
The first one. I loved the first one.
Is
Then
that
when we got to this one, I'm like, well, where's everybody? I see Liu Kang. I see Katana. Did we recast everybody else? Like,
That Liu Kang was well casted.
we're
Liu Kang
really
was well casted. That was Liu Kang.
Hmm.
I don't know what happened. Like, and you're gonna kill Johnny.
Handsome man.
That was stupid. I was just like,
and then with this one, the newest one, I don't hate it. Now, I will say they did not give the whole cast a fair treatment. Like, if they had given the entire cast the same treatment they gave Sub-Zero and Scorpion, then it would have been 10s across the board. But they didn't. And this way, in movies suffered. The scenes of Scorpion and Sub-Zero were amazing, beginning and end. But everything in the middle, the whole thing with, like, them getting powers, that could have been done a whole lot better. But, like I said, I'm a huge Sub-Zero fan. That's my favorite character. So for that, they did it right by him. And I hope they did confirm they are doing a sequel.
I
Johnny Cage.
like this remake.
Yeah, I like it.
Only because Sonya is actually doing moves.
Yeah.
What is she doing the first and second movie besides kick her leg up?
She gave a good right hook.
Ooh.
Now wait a minute. Don't do that. Brett, show some women support.
No. They knew what they were doing. They were trying to make Sonya weak. And I'm like, Sonya is not a weak person. She's
Not at all.
military. She knows all these moves. She knows how to use these guns. And all y'all could do in the 90s was just have her say, hey, ya, hook. That's it. Like,
I will agree with that. But at the same time, make these men do all this crap. Frankly, like, don't make me break my nails. Like, I want to watch Drag Race at 8 p.m. Like, I'm tired. I gotta work all day. Y'all do it.
I liked this Sonya because she gave us something. Like, she gave us all these moves using these weapons and stuff. I'm like, yes, Now,
No.
I will petition. I want the Miz to be Johnny Cage. Though.
Me too.
Of course.
I
also
think
want
he
to
would
point
be a
out
great Johnny Cage.
the
Give him the
YouTube
opportunity.
too.
WWE, don't be selfish. Because I know you're going to say you're going to lose him like y'all lost The Rock and John Cena. But
Ooh.
I'm just saying, give him a chance. He'll come back eventually.
No, he
Yeah,
won't.
Rocket Johnson still come back. I mean, they appear from time to time. But I also want to point out the YouTube season.
Who told you that?
I mean, over the last not even 10 years, both John Cena and Rock have made appearances. I mean, a couple of years ago, Rock and John Cena had a match at WrestleMania, so they still come back. The check is clear. Now, Batista even came back too. Batista came back for it's like 2 years ago. He came back for a couple of months.
And Steve Austin is going to wrestle in this WrestleMania.
See.
So yeah,
I'm
Well,
like,
his
I'm
body
like, broke
handles.
his neck or something, but I'm glad because I like him.
I just
Sure,
I'm
his body
damn,
handle
be
that.
careful.
allegedly, Brandon. Allegedly, the body can handle it. We'll see. He might shatter right in that ring. Could you imagine?
I'm just
pay-per-view.
saying, like, he's way older than me. Way.
Same. Yeah. So.
So as I said, if WWE will let The Miz do it, he'll come right back to y'all. And then if the movie does take
Miz.
off or anything and he gets
Run.
offered all these roles, he'll still be loyal.
No. Go to AEW. Those are where all the real girls are going.
That's
True.
true. AEW is where it's at.
I swear, people get fired from WWE. They see them next week on AEW. So he'll be fine either way.
Yeah, like they're being so stank over there. Like my friend told me, he's like, everyone from WWE is going over there. I saw Sting over there a couple days ago. I was like, wait.
It's because
I was like, these Sting
lost all their fucking senses after like 2012.
Yeah.
Like when they started doing all this, oh, we're now PG. We're not going to do any of this stuff anymore. I'm like, that's what happened. That's how you guys failed. In the 90s, that shit was amazing. Okay, so you have people invading other people's houses and smashing up stuff. And like, tables, ladders, chairs. But it was entertaining. That's what made them number one.
Right.
And then we're going to make everything PG friendly. We're not going to do all these things that we used to do. And that's where you fail because you keep losing audience. And then AEW is gaining because they're doing the shit that you used to do.
See, it's a simple playbook if you think about it.
It's like WWE is the new WB, but I ain't going to say nothing like that.
Oh.
But go ahead. What were y'all saying?
Let me take a look here. I think that wraps up all our viewer comments so far. So we can go ahead and wrap up the stream. Do you guys want to plug anything, or do you guys want to have any last minute rants before we log off for today?
Check out our YouTube channel and hit subscribe. We love it. We need it.
We do love it. Yes, we do.
Subscribe to us, guys. I promise I am always like this.
She's consistent. She's consistent.
I'm
on time, maybe, but consistent, yes.
Oh my god.
And she has a cat, a lovely kitten.
Lovely.
That annoys her during our streams, but you know what? It's adorable.
It's very adorable. Lovely.
I get ready from the show anyway. Well, it's not too late. Hours.
Marvel tier list part 3 is coming out today. The last part. And if not, there'll be 4 parts. So enjoy them all. I'll make that decision when I get to it.
Also, our IG page is also up and running too. So check us out on Instagram. And also, we're on the Tickety Talk too.
Yes, we are. Yes,
We're everywhere.
Except Grinder.
Oh shit!
Trying to get the word out there. Trying to get the word out there.
Oh my God.
Gay
All
Geeks,
right.
we hear you. We're working on it.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Slow. It's a
No,
work in
we're not
progress.
working on that.
Oh man! All right, Brett.
Brett's working on it.
No, we're not working on that.
Oh my gosh. Well, folks, thank you guys so much for joining this episode of Nerd Collision Live. Once again, please remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Please remember to go over to our YouTube channel and give us a subscribe. Once again, we have our Boba Fett review, we have our Peacemaker review, we have the MCU tier list up, and we're also going to have our Batman spoiler review coming to you very, very soon. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on those post notifications so you can get notified when that video comes up. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie. That's Ray. That's Britt. And that's Brandon. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh.